This program is designed to inspire you to dream and empower you to fulfill your spiritual and financial destiny. Let's get ready to dream and go live into today's program. Welcome to Dream Again with Dr. Ken, your financial dream coach.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Dream Again with Dr. Ken. And where are my dreamers tonight? Where are my dreamers tonight? Let's get ready for a power-packed interview session, conversation with Dr. Nicola Smith tonight. I'm telling you, you are going to be tremendously blessed. And I just want to welcome you. I hope you've had an amazing day. I know it's Sunday evening and you're kind of settling down, but I want to tell you, this has been an amazing time and hour for me. And I believe that listen, things are about to turn for you. Things are about to shift for you. And so I want you to come on in. We want to welcome you. And when you come in, just kind of shout, I'm a dreamer. I am a dreamer. Can you just go ahead and type that in? And then tell us where you are coming in from. Tonight, you are going to be tremendously blessed. Oh my goodness. Our guest tonight is going to inspire you, especially if you are a woman. You talking about somebody that is walking in power. Our guest tonight is a powerful wealth strategist, credit restoration guru, a financial literacy leader. Listen, come on in. I see you, Tamil, Vern, Keisha Mills. And when you come in, tell us where you are coming in from. Let us know what city, what state, what country. We are excited. That's it. I am a dream. Where are my dreamers tonight? I know things have been kind of challenging, but listen, as we make that announcement, that's the first chapter in my book. You got to make the announcement. I am a dreamer. And when you do that, the entire universe has got to respond. All of the people, the places, and the things are waiting for you to say it. And listen, when you say it, things are about to happen for you. Come on, I am a dreamer. Okay, good to see Sean from Detroit, EJ from Greenville, Texas. Come on in, everybody. Keisha Mills from Maryland tonight. Listen, can you do this for me tonight? Can you share, and some of you need to start a watch party. Okay, you need to start a watch party tonight because I'm telling you, we've had some very powerful guests. But this sister tonight, listen, I need you all to just like and share with all of your friends. Come on, start a watch party because people need to hear this information that they're going to get tonight. Now, I want you to just start a watch party. I feel that tonight because people need to hear what we're going to hear tonight. All right, Walt Taylor, good to have you. Good to have you tonight. Good to have you. All right. And type in, those of you that are just coming in, I am a dreamer. Listen, several months ago, we were just kind of moving and navigating through this pandemic. And I remember hearing this specific word. Don't just get through it, dream through it. Dream through it. In other words, when you come out of this pandemic season, this pandemic crisis, you should come out wiser, you should come out stronger, and you should come out wealthier. That's right. So let's dream through it. And tonight you're going to hear someone that's going to show you and share with you what it's going to take to come out of this pandemic financially successful and even wealthy. So come on in. Now, as you are coming in tonight, let me share with you again that we are going to be hosting our seminar again, October the 19th. That's the Dream Again free webinar with Dr. Ken. Now, this webinar is free, but understand this webinar is going to, I believe, open the gate for many things regarding your dream. We're going to teach you how to reframe your disappointments. Listen, everybody has disappointments in life. It's not the disappointments that come, but it's how you respond to those disappointments that determine your destiny. We're going to teach you how to reframe disappointments, a key thing. What does life trials do to you? Does it make you better or does it make you bitter? We're going to show you how to get better through every test, how to turn that pain in your life into power. We're going to teach you the steps to birthing a dream. All of this is in this free Dream Again webinar. Now, we did this webinar a couple of weeks ago. We had a few technical difficulties, so we have just kind of put it back together, perfected it for you. It's going to change your life. We're going to teach you how to properly set goals. We're going to teach you how to choose the right team. You need teamwork to make the dream work. Some of you have this tremendous dream in you, but you have the wrong people around you. You got toxic people. We're going to teach you how to build relationship capital, relationships that don't rip off, but pay off. So that's what you're going to get in this seminar. And I'm going to introduce you to my brand new personal coaching success Dreamers of Success coaching class. Is just going to be amazing. Well, listen, I don't know about you, but I am so ready, so ready. And I hope you have had the opportunity to like and to share, because I am so ready for my sister tonight. She hails from Atlanta, Georgia. I started working with her several years ago, and I had just come out of a really kind of a difficult place financially, and through her training coming to Baltimore, I pulled my credit scores over 700. I'm telling you, it started an awesome path for me, and I'm hoping it's going to do that for you tonight. She's a wealth strategist. She's a financial literacy trainer, teacher, and she's a credit repair guru. I want you to welcome to our program tonight my sister, the powerful Dr. Nicola Smith. God bless you, Doc. It's good to see you tonight.
Yes. How are you, Dr. Ken? Always good to be with you on tonight. Hello, dreamers. How are you? This is perfect for this evening.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I am delighted. I hadn't talked to you in a while. And then when I spoke of you the other day, I said, my goodness, this sister is still carrying the juice. But you have a relative message. And I want to talk about that. This program, Nicola, is designed to inspire people to dream, to empower them to dream. And then talk about your story. Where did you discover that you were a dreamer? When did it all happen for you?
Well, typically you are always going to try to grab hold of a dream when you're either in the midst or you just came out of a nightmare. Because sometimes, and what people know is that nightmares are still dreams. It's just what you don't desire. It's not what you want. And I began to really tap into understanding how to really focus on what you want. You can start living dreams. A lot of people talk about that, but most people just don't know how to do it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because where are they teaching this, Doc? They're not teaching this in schools. And, I am a woman of faith and everything. I know that I am nothing without God. And, I believe in the promises of the Bible. And what many of us are not really understanding is that those promises are yea and amen. For me, when I had to discover that it really was yay and amen, I started focusing on that. And I will tell you, me coming from an immigrant family, working extremely hard. My grandma got us over in the country from working in people's homes, taking care of their kids, and she was a maid, right? My mom came over to America 16, and guess what? The first job they gave her, she was also a maid. Then she started working in warehouses and she had to do all those things. And then she ended up in corporate America and climbed up to the top. And because she didn't finish college, she was literally had to go through so much politics. And I could remember my mom crying, coming home crying sometime. And I can tell you this, myself as a young girl watching that, as she was a single mom of 4, and she decided to go to cosmetology school. And I remember it being a huge shift in our entire life once she became an entrepreneur. And her first year of opening a salon, she became a 6-figure earner. Well, money did not come with instructions, right? She did pretty well. We ended up moving to Atlanta, Georgia, and then she was expanding, and everything went down and experienced bankruptcy. Now, I can tell you, for me, I remember life changing as a kid. Again, you just remember things going good, then not going so good no more. But you don't know why or how this is happening until I started experiencing my own hardships in life. By 23, I had buried 3 children. I had ended up finding myself a single mom again. And I followed in the footsteps of my mom. I became a salon owner just like her. But then now, once I got married, my husband and I, we merged, and it was a merged family. So we went from a family of 3 with me being a single mom to a family of 6 once I birthed our son. And I can remember 2008, the downturn of the economy, much like what's going on now. But there were some things that were distinctly different, especially being that some of the industries I had now ventured off. I was a hairstylist, but I was a side real estate professional, did a little mortgages, things like that. My husband had a construction company. And with all those things that we thought we were doing right, we were still starting to feel the effects of the economy. And it was scary. And I can remember praying, and I said, Lord, I just need time with you. I just need more time for my children. And I don't want to have to worry about money.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Now, that sounds kind of crazy with everybody being around me, that they were losing their jobs. It getting extremely tense in my household, because my son, before my last baby, was 10 years old and was still in a wheelchair, never walked a day in his life. I shared, I lost 3 children, but one of the surviving children has cerebral palsy. So now he's 22. Don't worry about him. He married, he got a job, he on his own.
Praise God.
Yes, I worry about some of the other kids more than I worry about him. He got his act together. But what I'm sharing with you is I understand the pains, and I understand when, you're not really knowing exactly where to turn. So I ended up into an industry, and I have no problems telling people that I didn't understand what people would consider network marketing. But I can tell you one thing, that network marketing turned my life around. The first full year in that industry, I earned 7 figures. I've been in this industry 12 years. And I've earned multiple, and grown a 9-figure business. Now you're talking about from a struggling hairstylist,
come on,
without any instructions, to a 9-figure business. But what am I saying that for? Because I want you to know the moral to this entire story is about the dreaming, right? Yeah. And the moral to this entire story was what I prayed. And no matter what I was in the middle of, I believe that there was somebody making money somewhere.
Come on.
And I decided to join that crew. Now, I'm not telling you that it's only network marketing for you, because I've been on Yahoo Finance. Now people are calling me from all over. It's a whole thing. When your mess
that's where it started.
Right. Your mess turns into a message.
Come on.
Doors begin to open because your focus is to add value. And this is what I want you to know. If you are out there and you are being affected financially, because now I've not only survived 2 recessions, but now we've thrived, grown in both of them. And how did that happen? For number one, you got to decide that you are not going to just accept the problem, that you are going to be part of the solution. Wherever there is the solution, you can find money.
Come on, sis. Come on.
And whoever is a part of the solution, money flows towards solutions and away from problems.
Say that again, Doctor.
Money flows towards solutions and away from problems. Now, if you want to test this, if you're feeling bad, and the first thing you do is you go shopping, or you go to buy maybe something to make some spirits to make you feel good, or maybe you just start putting your money into all sorts of things that don't return no money. It just moved toward the solution and away from the problem. Okay. So now what money needs to do is always move and multiply. So when you make moves with your money, it needs to be into something that can make more money. So whether it's a business, and we talked about whether we're going into the market, you need instructions, right? Because money doesn't come with instructions. So when you get that money, you seek instructions.
Come on.
Always know that money flows towards solutions and away from problems.
Wow.
So anytime you want to stay engulfed in what is wrong versus identify and move towards what's going to make it right, money is lost.
Wow. Dr. Nicola, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to a multi-millionaire, kingdom believer, powerful financial literacy teacher, Dr. Nicola Smith Jackson. Dr. Nicola, you and I were talking about this financial literacy problem, and I'm telling you, you shared some nuggets with me. I'm like, I never heard my talk about it like this. But share it with my audience, this issue, this problem we have in our nation with financial literacy.
Absolutely. I shared that the pandemic, it just uncovered an epidemic that has been in this country for a long time. There's 67% of Americans who are financially literate, meaning that this is nothing negative. It's just identifying. See, one time when you move out of the spirit of offense, then now you can start making some power moves.
Wow.
Because sometimes when we say something and we now take it and we want the label to stick and we stay too long in, I'm not illiterate, it just means you don't know enough about it. Let's just simplify it. Because if we did, we wouldn't have 43 million people with a 599 credit score or less, because they would know that the lower your credit score is the more expensive life is in America.
Oh, God, say that again. Good God.
The lower your credit score is the more expensive life is in America. The basics, the houses, the cars, right? Insurance. That's in case you covering yourself in case the inevitable gonna happen. There's always gonna be something that's gonna happen that you may need insurance, but it costs you more when you have less than perfect credit, right? So the lower your credit score is, the more expensive life is for you. So now you're gonna have to pay deposits now to get basic things like lights on when you move, or you know, it determines what zip code you're in, or what zip code say we don't want you in it, right? We have these things that we have to buy, and we need to say, you know what? I can't control everything, but I'm going to focus on what I can control.
Wow. How important is it, Nicola? Because some people are listening and they really want to come out of, they say they want to come out of financial bondage.
Yes.
How do they shift their focus? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in their lives, and especially if you're a single mother or your mother.
It is.
But you did it. How does one begin to shift their focus? I believe we're talking to millionaires in the making.
Absolutely, we are. Because remember, you're not talking to someone who don't understand the struggle. I do understand the struggle. You got to remember, I'm that woman that was by 23 coming home with a baby with heart monitor on. Can you imagine? I don't know if you know any 23-year-olds out there that when they hear a beep, they don't know if that's a cold blue for their baby, or was that the baby just trying to turn over. So I do understand what that is, and still now trying to figure out how am I going to work. I was a hairstylist. So, you know, you're talking about you don't eat if nobody don't come and show up to spend money with you. And so I do understand how it can be scary, but we got to let the faith trump the fear. And this is why you have to understand majority of the fear is coming from what you're allowing from the outside in.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's it.
Not from the inside out. Because if we started working from the inside out, then now the faith will start to overtake the fear. Let me tell you something. I know what it is. You know, I'm as real as it comes. I know what it is to have your Bible sitting right there and you don't even want to open it because things are so hard you don't even want help. I know what that is, but that is a trick of the enemy.
Yes, 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 yes.
That is the trick of the enemy. I'm gonna tell you right now, because everything that I really learned about money came from the Bible.
Mm.
Matthew 6:33, when he says, "Seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be added to you." Now, when I heard "seek ye first the kingdom," and when I began to learn that the kingdom was pretty much God's people. People thinking we're thinking, okay, well, I know that it could not be God is telling me seek heaven, because when I get there, I'm not gonna need the money.
No, come on, doctor.
I don't need none of that. So it could not be there. But then he said, "It's righteousness." Those are the rights that I have as being a kingdom builder here. Kingdom builder, a people builder. There's only one place the money comes from: people. So when now you focus on, I am now going to be a solution for people. How the economy is, money is going to flow toward you.
You are blessing me. You are. I listen. I can't even tell you how much you're blessing, because people today we focus on the wrong things to get the wrong results. And you just talk about that. You said people. That's the key. Even I talk about our wealthy relationship. Go ahead.
That's the key. So my very challenge that I had, I seek the solution and shared the solution with other people who had the problem. And they believed me. Why? Because I had passion. Why? Because I went through it. I wasn't just selling something, I was sharing, I was serving.
Woo! Come on, my God.
Can you imagine Jesus come to tell us about the kingdom of heaven and he never visited before? You literally come from a whole different place when you're coming with a pure heart, clean hands.
Yes.
And a person know she's not trying to take something from me. She's trying to give something to me.
Wow.
That's a whole different ball game.
Wow. Come on. Wow. That's powerful. That's so powerful. That is so. I've been in your meetings before, and I think that's what emanates so powerfully from you, that integrity. And they know I don't bring anybody even on this program. Yeah. At least I try. Again, I don't bring you on here based on your righteousness, but when it comes down to business dealings, you got to have integrity.
Integrity is the currency for business, especially in the 21st century, because it's rare.
Yeah, come on, wow.
That's going to make you stand out. Now, this is what I want everyone to know. If you follow these principles in the Bible, we start talking about financial literacy, right? We saw in the book of Matthew as well, where the master gave the servants some talents.
Yeah.
Gave them some money. Now we're going to go and we're going to talk about.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Got the 5 talents. He said, "Master, you delivered me 5 and I went and got 5 more." The money game is about doubling your money and then doubling it and doubling it and doubling it again. But this is what you got to do. When you get that money, and I love it because I know Dr. Ken, I know your audience could take this. When you get that money, and you do like Ecclesiastes 11:1 say, when you cast that bread on the water, and you got to have 7, 8 streams of income, because you don't want to up, the other's going to be down. The reason why you want to do that, think about this right now. We start talking about the marketplace, on how I thrive. If when you get that money and it went into different directions intentionally, that is supposed to come back to you. Now, mind you, is that how we are spending money now? No, we spend, we don't invest.
That's right.
Because we spend because we're doing what? Bills. We got one stream of income that's going in so many different directions, so that income gets stressed out.
My God. Wow.
But the Bible said that we needed 7, 8. So let's say if you said, you know what? I at least am going to work on my 2nd and my 3rd. And let me tell you something. After you labor for the money, the way you build those streams is that after you labor for the money, you let the money labor for you.
Come on, that's good.
This is the reason why when you now say, I'm going to get another stream, I'm going to get another job, I'm going to get another business that conflict with the other stream. You can't get another business that conflict with the other stream because now you're going to knock out the other stream. You have to add the stream so they can't conflict with each other.
That's good.
That's why everybody don't need to know what you're doing. Everything you're doing don't deserve to be in social media.
Say that again. Oh, good God Almighty.
If you're posting it so that now you can add value to others so they can know how you can help them, not for them to know how you've helped yourself, so that it can be where we never provoking people to envy, that we are now building, where we're building up other people. Our job is never to be blessed and make people feel like they're cursed because they haven't made it yet.
Come on, Dr. Cole. My God, my God.
Our job is once we get this information, I don't care what it is. It could be you know how to cook collard greens the best, right? Because there are some businesses that are thriving. Believe me, the how to do a ton of stuff, people are making a ton of money. How to do, there are industries right now that has thrived in the economy. Anything online has been able to thrive if you are what? A solution to somebody's problem.
I hope you're listening, family. I hope you are listening. There's an underlying thread in every message, and you are just pumping it out tonight. She's talking about solutions. Have you become a solution? Just before we take our break, let's talk about, and then we're going to go into this a little further. One of the solutions that you bring to people is credit.
Yes.
Repair. And you do it extremely well. I know we have people that are watching. I am a recipient, one who went through a life's trauma 10 years ago. And no matter what I tried to do for like 3 or 4 years, it's just like the credit score just kept. And then I connected with Dr. Nicola Smith Jackson. And my credit score ain't been the same, ain't been mid-7 since. But talk about that. Let's talk a little about that credit. Then we'll take a break and we're going to hit that.
Absolutely. Well, the main reason that the credit score goes up and down is because no one's teaching how to keep the credit score going up. There's 5 factors that goes into how your credit is calculated. And we all know about when you go late and things like that. That's the payment history. But then now you have your debt, right? So now what is that? If you have low credit, then you're more than likely in more debt because your debt costs you more, higher interest rates, right? So we've got to figure out how to reduce those debts, including like the revolving debt. This is a hard time. People had to pull out their credit card because stimulus checks didn't come fast enough or what have you. But we have a solution to reduce that debt so that now it can go up. Your score can go up. Also, when you start to think about, how long have you been paying on time? That has a lot to do with your credit score. So some people have had other people work on their credit score and wipe everything out. Well, you wiped out your history. So there's nothing for them to calculate. There has to be a number to calculate inside of that.
That's good. That's good.
Absolutely. And then now we're talking about inquiries. When we're now applying for credit, what would be the reason you'd allow many people to pull it? Because you weren't getting approved.
Wow. That's
people who have great credit is not going to let people play around with their credit score. They know that they are qualified, And so when you begin to look at those factors and how it is that your credit score is calculated, right? You're now saying, well, I got to change the way I'm handling my money on a day-to-day basis in order to change my credit score. We'll take care of the negative payments and the late pays and the judgments, the repossessions, whatever. That's 35% of that score. But then now you do have to work with the debt. And so we have solutions of how you can pay off that debt with the same money you're earning now. Or even if not, we want to say, I need more streams of income. Yeah. And so we provided people ways that they can earn a little bit of cash so that they can start working on their financial goals. But the first thing is just face it. Don't run away from it.
That's
I
good.
had a $50,000 tax lien on my credit report. Our company got that removed, and my CPAs, all the people who had all that money, it was a mistake for IRS, but it didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Wow, come on.
It doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. We use the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Act to help get you back on track. There's always a second chance in America. I know you guys can tell based off of things that's going on now. There's always second. The law allows for opportunities of second
Yes,
chance.
it does.
Right there with that one. But you guys know that there are laws in place to help people restore themselves. But don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because you're losing way more money and you're losing time when we don't get your credit together.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through, and I'm telling you, I'm so excited about this interview. We've been talking about bringing financial solutions, and we're coming back in another few minutes with Dr. Nicola Jackson to show you how you can begin to take the steps necessary to be wealthy. That's right. I believe God wants you wealthy. We'll be right back with Dr. Nicola. God bless you. Okay, so let me take a moment to let me take a moment, if you will, those of you that are listening, to share with you our seminar and webinar that is coming up. It is coming up October the 19th. We're bringing this back. We had a few technical difficulties last time when we did this. So we went back. The team went back and started perfecting some things, our strategy, our presentation. I'm telling you, October the 19th, you don't want to miss it. One of the things that God has gifted me in is being able to show you how your finances tie in with your dream. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you to dream big, dream again, but they're not going to give you the steps, not just in terms of what to do emotionally and mentally. But no, they're not going to tell you that you're going to need money to finance your dream. In fact, your job cannot afford your dream. But we're going to show you in this seminar how to begin to find money, like Dr. Nicola was talking about, getting these streams to support your dreams. That's part of the seminar. We're going to learn how to choose, again, the right people. I call it relationship capital, relationships that pay off and not rip off. We're going to show you how to serve and bring about solutions, how to take the very pain in your life, the greatest fear, and turn it into your greatest triumph. You see, Dream Again is about you coming forth. It's about the real you, the authentic you coming forth and manifesting what God has already deposited. I can't wait to share, can't wait to teach you, but you got to register tonight. You got to register tonight at, it's right there on the screen at drkenrobinson.com. Listen, it is absolutely free. I don't know when the next time I'll do another free seminar, so you don't want to miss this one. Register tonight. Even if you attended last time and you caught a little bit of it, I want you to sit in that whole webinar so you can get all the information you need. And also, I'm going to give you an opportunity to show you how I can become your personal coach for the next several months. This is your season. This is your time. I believe that you are on the brink of one of the greatest financial years of your life. You just need to connect with the right people. And I want to connect with you. All right, we're going to get back to our conversation with Dr. Nicola Smith Jackson. I'm telling you, Dr. Nicole, good to have you back again. Thank you.
That looks awesome, to get a financial coach, because that is exactly what's necessary, Dr. Ken. It is, you got to get help. You got to get mentorship.
Yes.
And that's the fastest path to mastery.
Yes,
The fastest path to mastery. Learn from who's already learned it.
Yeah, yes. I'm telling you, the one thing that all champions have is a coach. Yes. And I learned that, they say, what is the one thing? You can go from any sport, any kind of sport but the one thing every single champion has is a coach. Absolutely. And if we're going to be champions in the arena of finances, Nicola, we have to have a coach. And you and I know, because we've had to pay thousands of dollars. As successful you are, You need somebody to get in your faith and push you. Let's talk about some of your programs, okay? The one that I am involved in, still am, is FES. Talk a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about your school of financial leadership and literacy.
Absolutely. FES, Financial Education Services, it'll be 7 years. I'll be with that company coming this January. And, when I can say, I talked about, I had earned quite a bit of money, but it didn't come with instructions and the basic financial literacy. What most people think is that only people who've earned a little bit of money are financially illiterate. No, 67% of America,
Wow.
that includes people who earn significant money, because it's not taught. Sometimes we're learning this in theory, but we're definitely not learning in practicality. And there are a lot of basic questions that, even the average American wouldn't even understand. They don't even understand, like, okay, interest. I make it simple. It's like the cost to get someone else's money. If you say it like that, right?
I like that. I like
right. That. And then when you get amnesia on paying them back, they lower your credit score, right? Okay, so
I love it.
So we laugh about it, right? But you'll say,
it's not funny when you hit it, but it ain't funny when you
people say something to me like, I don't know why my credit score is low. Okay, let's talk about this for a moment. I told you about 4, and you thought that I missed one. No. The mix of credit that you have, or even the types of credit that you have, was the 5th way that your score is calculated. But I left that for here because most people don't understand that if someone can look at your credit report and they don't see 3 basic trade lines, like they don't see something like your biggest bill typically is where you live, right? Rent, it's not on your credit score. Unless you're with our company, because we have
FES, yes,
we have where we can add your rental history to your credit score. It's not on your credit score, so that's a large portion. That's a large portion of your income that's not accounted for. Then now, when they can look and they can tell, and they may see stores like Macy's or Bed Bath and Beyond or J.C. Penney or whatever, they know that you're going to end up in trouble soon. Especially if those cards are maxed out. Why? Because that's consumer debt.
Wow.
They know that debt. Now, if you have the Visa, MasterCard, they can't really kind of tell how you're using that, because you could use that for business or you could use that to make money. But they know that you're not using your JCPenney card to make money, right? Yeah. And so now when you start thinking about that mix of credit, you want to have 3 major trade lines at least, right? And those 3 trade lines, it's good to have a mortgage, or you can get the rent, right? It's good to have maybe a vehicle, and then you want to have a credit card, but you want to keep that card under 30% of utilization, right? That's your debt ratio on that card. Okay. But when you get the sweet spot, that's 35% of your score, by the way, your debt load, especially on revolving debt, that's 30%. I'm sorry, 35 is your payment history, 30%. That's a huge number.
That's 65% right there.
65% right there is payment history and your debt. So let's say, for instance, you missed some payments and then you maxed out your credit card. 65% of your credit score down. Isn't that huge?
That's huge. That's huge.
That's huge. And then when they look at your credit cards that you do have, they're only store cards. So they know that's consumer debt.
Wow. This is
right. They know that's consumer debt right there. And then they can't see that you have been paying people for a while on time, because they don't see like years of history with you.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So then now you went to go get that car, and you went to a certain kind of car dealership that shopped you to 20 different car dealerships instantly.
Oh boy, this is good.
Hit your credit instantly.
Wow, this is so good. My goodness.
See? So when you get this, no one's telling us how do we increase our score. So it's very simple. We're going to do it. We actually have even a group called Get Your Financial Lit here on Facebook. 140,000+ of our customers and things that we educating them every day. If you like this, you'll get this, and you'll see other people who are getting results. Dr. Ken is going to have what you need. If you need to get started, you want to say, I got to get this stuff in order. It does not matter who's in the presidency, you still need your credit restored.
That's would you say that again, Dr. Cole? My goodness, boy, that's that. You still, it doesn't matter who.
It does not matter. I didn't hear that being on any of the topics or policy changes that they were going to say when somebody got in there, that they was going to allow you to still get that nice house, car, or whatever with less than perfect credit.
Regardless of your, wow.
No matter what. No, I didn't hear any changes in that. As a matter of fact, the FICO algorithm did change. That's the calculation, how they calculate the score at a Fair Isaac Corporation. They did change it, and it's making it a little bit tougher. Even if you are paying your bills on time right now, that is in full effect. And what you want to do is just get with us and get situated.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, we're going to give you now an opportunity to register. You can go to our website or go to our email address at Faith for Finances and say, I'm interested. And just simply say, I'm interested in the program FES with Dr. Nicola. Again, Faith for Finances. And then, of course, you can also connect with her Facebook page. And you see it going across the screen right now. This woman will pull you out of debt, but she won't just only pull you out of debt. She's like I call her like a financial apostle. Okay. I really mean that, y'all. If you understand what the whole function of that is, then you know what I'm talking about. She will train you in the morning, afternoon, and make sure you just have to bring the will and the desire. And there are many of you, and you're saying, I'm sick and tired. I want my finances to change. Well, we're going to show you how to do that. We want you to connect with us. Let us know you're interested in this FES program. I want to talk a little bit. I want to make sure that we don't do this. We don't miss this. You are a wealth strategist.
Yes.
And when you and I were talking, we were talking about some strategies in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, because there's some people that kind of feel, okay, well, I got it now, but I got to wait till things change. You and I know now is probably the best time. But talk about some of the things we can do in this pandemic period to move in positive direction.
The first thing we got to do is we need to get you on a budget, because we need to know how much income you have coming in and what's going out and what do you have left over, because what you have left over needs to go somewhere that is going to make some more money. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
First thing is that you got to now say, you've got an income. It's a basic of your day-to-day expenses. If you're not sure as to where your faith lie and what you value the most, just check out your last 90 days of your bank statements, and it will give you the clue as to who has your investment money. I can tell you right now, you have even, apps on that you can find on your smartphone that will even invest your change, just to kind of say,
that's right.
Invest your change, right? What they're trying to get you is to have a money mindset. When you begin to understand that there's power in compounding, Albert Einstein said it's the eighth wonder of the world.
Yes.
And all this is saying is that you need to put your money places that it's going to now go in double and double and double and double. I have this thing where I show people $1 compounded over 30 days, uninterrupted, can go into $5 million, can grow into $5 million. Now, mind you, what if you were to say, okay, right now I'm about to do $10 and I'm going to make sure that $10 goes somewhere where I can keep compounding it. Or what if you were to say, I am going to go into a business where that compounding principle is in full effect. This is how I built my first $1 million, was through that, because I didn't know a vehicle that I could put $10 in and it doubled every day.
Wow.
But what I did was I said, I know how to labor. All of us know how to go to work, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I used that principle and applied it in the industry that I shared with you guys earlier. But then what I did was every dollar I earned from there, a tenth went to my tithes. And in the beginning, a tenth went to something else that was going to make some more money.
That's good.
So there are things out there that you can literally buy fraction of stocks. People don't know that.
Yes.
You don't have to buy a whole stock. There are companies out there. What I want you to do is I need you to get in a money mindset that you're going to get a mentor to show you where money can go. We're actually going to be doing a conference called Power and Money.
Oh, that's good.
And I know, it's going to be amazing because I'm going to bring some of the mentors that I met that have taught me, how to build a family bank, how to, do infinite banking, how learning the strategies of the wealthy that I think everybody should know. It doesn't need to be a secret anymore because the more money everyone has in our economy is the more our economy can keep pushing.
That's right.
If there are people sitting waiting on money to income, and then as soon as they have it, that money is already accounted for as an outgo because they're behind in their bills, it's going to stagnate the economy. So we might as well give everyone the rules of the game of money and start talking about this like regular talk.
Yes, yes.
The game of money is doubling it. So where else can you double your money? So for me, I put it in a micro business. I shared that, with the stimulus money, they said, okay, they're looking right now for 2.2 trillion more dollars right now. But they only came to say, oh, we'll do 1.6. And we heard that they said they're going to put it on hold, right? And they said that they wanted to allocate this money. They had me on Yahoo Finance talking about this. They want to allocate this money. They wanted to go back into jobs. They want to give like an extra $600 per household. They want to put it into airlines. They're going to give it to payroll protection for small businesses. And I said, now, okay, all of that sounds like catch-up money. Like, let's catch up. Now, I'm just talking about as a wealth strategist.
Right. That's good.
It's already accounted for. You're catching up. You're paying bills. You're paying back pay for people who haven't got paid. Money does not move like that. It doesn't grow like that. It's going to grow when we now begin to realize that there are micro businesses that now people can take that money and start a business. Most of these, like even for network marketing, most of them are under $500 to get started.
And what I like about FES is that you teach all of that. Listen, ladies.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
You don't want to do network marketing because you might say, I'm not doing that. Some people too proud for that. It's okay. I don't judge it because everything isn't for everyone. There are different places that people are assigned to. When a person does not understand how business and money run, they think that everybody belongs one place. That's why you might have somebody who knows how to do something. Let's say you went to college and you can't find a job in what your major was in, but you knew how to write. Let's say that you know how to write. Do you know how many small businesses need copywriters or need people to write for their websites or need people to write for their blogs, right? There's so many other ways. And now you can be a consultant and you may want to put yourself on Fiverr.com and look for where people can find you. Put yourself where people can find you to get that help. And you do a great job. You can turn that into a business. But you need some money to kind of put yourself out there, right? So the money need to come into helping people be more independent and interdependent with each other by providing solutions.
Yes.
We already have.
Boy, you have been providing solutions all night.
Listen. Solutions. You stay in the problem, we're going to go down. Somebody who gets rich are the people who come with the solutions. Look at Zoom.
Woo, come on. Wow.
We've been using Zoom. We're on StreamYard right here. These are the people who said, okay, you can't show up in the studio in person. You can't travel to where this person is. You got Microsoft Teams and all that stuff. We're going to make it to where it feels like you're in each other's living room, office, or whatever. And all you got to do is click a button.
Solutions. Good God.
Solutions.
Wow.
Solutions.
Wow. Listen, we have maybe about 5 more minutes, and this has been so good. Ladies and gentlemen, she has given us so many practical ways to get started. The program FES that she heads and leads, and has not only helped her become a multi-millionaire, but she has also made other millionaires. We want you to be a part of that program. Listen, I think, Dr. Nicole, this is something that people have to understand. Financial literacy is a lifetime learning.
Yes, it is.
You don't know it all. Things change. The economy changed. The way money works, it changed. And so that has to be a part of your life.
Yes,
and I know our program requires a certain amount of money every single month, which I don't think is much at all. But my bottom line is it'll keep you on the cutting edge of what is happening. And that's what you have to do with money. Money's like currency. That's why we call it currency. And so if you're in the front of a current and you're not moving with the current, guess what happens? You drown.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people are doing now. They're not flowing with the currency of money, and they're drowning. And this program will help you connect with people that will help you from credit restoration to finding small business ideas, creating streams. They even have a program regarding wills and estate. It's over and over. And then more importantly, Dr. Nicole, I think, is the coaching aspect. Now, I can vouch for you. I can't vouch for a lot of people who get involved with I believe really in network marketing. I'm a strong component of that. But there's not a lot of leaders like you that have the power and the gift of follow-up. Mm-hmm. And that's why, and let's talk about a little bit of that before in the next 2 or 3 minutes. And I want to talk in particular with your program to women, because I know you do some special things with women. We have a lot of women that are listening. Talk about that and how you.
I started a coaching program, and it's Pink Millionaire Club, and Pink stands for prayer, impact, and applied knowledge. It's not just pink, and it is because prayer that opens you up to God's principles. I tell everybody that's how I built my wealth. That's how I make my decisions around money. And that's also how I make my decisions as how the money grow. And that's how I make my decisions on how I cut off how I'm dealing with money too. It's about principle-based living. And then impact, meaning you've got to get out there to say it's not about you. If you notice that I talked about how money comes from people, but you got to add value. You add the value first. And so I poured into building my business, building people, and they build businesses, right? And so at the end of the day, when you got to learn about nurturing, that's taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. I believe that people who take care of themselves, then they understand the need that others need to be taken care of as well. And then I consistently learn so that I can apply the knowledge, because no one has it all. And no one has it all. And the moment you're not accountable anymore, the moment you can't be taught anymore, the moment ego is edging God out, it becomes really, really challenging for life, for yourself. It doesn't matter how much money you're earning. And so with that being said, I train these women, and I have what is called a money mansion. It's a financial ascension program. Step by step of how you can build your empire without compromising.
Wow, that's powerful.
It's without compromising. And so the beginning piece of that is a journal. It's called the Power Moves Journal. And that's how you go day to day to day. So you can hold yourself accountable. And you can go to powermovesplanner.com and find that journal. And that's the beginning piece of that money mansion, because you have to have personal development. Yeah. And, FES and Pink Millionaire Club, they have nothing to do with each other, by the way. They're two separate entities. We always want that to be extremely clear.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be part of one to be a part of the other.
Right.
It has me such an abundant place that
Yes,
it's
yes.
no prerequisites in that area. Okay. It's about you get where you fit, you get in what you believe you need. And most of the time, the personal development and the self-confidence and the money mindset is missing. It's not that you won't do the work, is that you don't know how the mind's supposed to work. So you
That's a
working.
good point. That's a
That's
real
the missing piece. It's the missing piece. When you don't know how to think about money, typically you don't do the right things with money. And so Pink Millionaire Clubs is really big in that. And then even the practical things outside of credit. Because once you have the credit, you got to know what to do with it. And so that you can continue to grow things. So it's my fulfillment work. I'm so proud of it, and the growth and where women are really building their empire. They're even investing in the marketplace. They're investing in multiple real estate. They're doing Airbnb. They're doing all sorts of things. I am very excited about it. So this year we're really going hard in it to get more women involved, because we know that we're going to have to support not just our families, but our communities. That whole nursing piece. Our men have gone through it over the years. It's no secret. And, we still have to gird up ourselves so that we can still not only we have that masculinity. We don't want that. We want to build and still be able to be the mom, the wife. I love to cook. I love to take care of my family. I'm a basketball mom. I'm all of those things. And yet I can tell you I'm a beast in business, right? And that's okay.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's all right.
That's living. That's living.
Right. We evaluate the men. We don't make them feel bad or whatever. But we got to get out there and make things happen. It's going to take everybody leveling up. And so I'm helping women work on themselves in that area.
Thank you so much. I know, family, you've been tremendously blessed tonight, informed, and listen. If we can just give a virtual hand clap for Dr. Nicola Jackson tonight. Dr. Nicola, I can't tell you how much I thank you for taking the time out to be with us tonight and just sharing some powerful things. You were such a shining light, such a breath of fresh air and refreshing. And every time I hear you, your spirit just lights up the room and the atmosphere. And I thank you tonight for pouring in. And I'm telling you, I know there's many of you all that are going to follow up with it. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you. God bless you. We have just a few more things to do, family, before we close tonight. I do want to share with you that we are, again, doing the seminar that we did a couple of weeks ago. We're bringing it back by popular demand. That's Dream Again with Dr. Ken. Listen, I know I'm called to dreamers, and you wouldn't be watching this program tonight if you weren't a dreamer. You just need somebody to coach you along the way. What do every champion have in common? That is, they have a coach. I want to coach you into your dream. I want to help you. I want to listen. I know what it is. 10 years ago, my life hit rock bottom. I thought I would never see the light of day again. Was going to have to live a second-class life. And I'm telling you, I've seen God restore it all. But he spoke these words to me in the darkest period of my life. Dream again. Dream again. And we want to show you how to reset your life. We want to show you how to restructure, because that's what I began to do. When I did that, I'm telling you, God has restored everything and more. And listen, I feel like I'm really just getting started again. But thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Make sure you register for that. Also, if you are interested in the program that we were talking about tonight, the FES program, you can also go to our email address and just say, I'm interested in that. You can also connect with Dr. Nicola. The information is being all across the screen. It's just been an awesome, awesome night. And well, again, this is Dr. Ken saying to you, we love you. We appreciate you. We believe in you. And again, remember, it is your time to dream again. Thank you for joining us this evening.